Hi, I'm Rich with Inside Big Data. We're here in New York City at Pier 60. I'm here with Michael Baum. So we're here to talk about big data. You're traveling in these circles, and these guys need money to turn startups into big data companies. Well, what's been your experience so far at the show?
So, it's interesting. I mean, big data is happening on so many different levels now. We were talking earlier about big data is the new cloud. So it's the new hot thing in the tech industry. But to me, I don't know, maybe because I've been involved in big data for the last 10 years or so. I was the founder and CEO of Splunk, and now I'm on the investing side. Big data to me seems to have much more meaning than cloud on so many different levels. You can drill down on it on the infrastructure level, on the analytics and visualization side, on the vertical application side in different industries, and it has so much applicability, whereas cloud to me was always this, kind of no pun intended, but this nebulous sort of thing.
And so, what made you make the leap? I mean, you had Splunk is growing, it's going. You wanted new opportunities. What was that about?
Well, the world of technology is just so exciting now, and look, there's nothing more exciting than the journey of starting and running a company that has explosive growth. But after 9 years, it was time to catch my breath and do something a little bit different. And being on the investing side is just so fantastically exciting right now because innovation is just exploding on so many different fronts. Two areas where I spend my time, big data and the social enterprise. And these two are really colliding right now. I was at the Salesforce conference last week on social enterprise in San Francisco, here at the GigaOM Structure Big Data Conference in New York this week. And the energy in both of these worlds is just so fantastic. And they're coming together. There's a lot of use of big data in social enterprise. And in social enterprise, there's a lot of use of big data to build new products, not just to analyze things internally if you're an end user, but to actually build whole new companies and whole new information products for social enterprise.
So you were around for the .com thing, I assume, right?
Yeah, I was. I was at Yahoo. Yahoo bought a company that I had started called .bank and was there for a couple of years as the VP of their e-commerce services group.
Could you contrast this big data boom we seem to be on the cusp of with those days? I mean, what's different?
I think what's different is it's a lot more grounded in the enterprise versus the consumer market. The .com boom, and you could even say now with the consumer internet boom, on Santo Road where I work, consumer internet is something that VCs are still throwing a lot of money at. I mean, there are some VC firms that have a mandate literally to invest in 25 or 30 consumer internet companies a year and probably follow on invest in just one or two of those. So it's still very much of this, what the industry calls spray and pray mentality. Whereas I think big data is rooted in everything from storage systems to new data stores to the whole Hadoop evolution, new applications and solutions, and that's all part of the enterprise. What is the new enterprise 3.0, if you might think of it that way. The enterprise market tends to be a lot more stable than the consumer market. It's more evolutionary versus revolutionary. So I think the prospects for companies and new startups is a lot more real than in the consumer internet market. It's not so much of a hits-driven business.
So when you talk to new companies, could you characterize the kind of company that's the right fit for your venture firm? I mean, what stage are they at? Are they already earning revenue, or they just have a hot idea? What's the sweet spot?
We tend to follow our own passions and the entrepreneurs we work with, their passions. So we do everything from seed through C, we call it. We're reasonably stage agnostic and more thematically driven. So big data, as an example, is one of the themes where a number of us have deep backgrounds. We're spending a lot of time in that space. We look for entrepreneurs that are just super excited and passionate about what they're doing. And we enjoy having them try to convince us that what they're doing is a big market opportunity and that they're the right people to go execute on it.
So I guess it's fair to say, do you think there's a lot of money to be made here in the next, say, 5 years in this space?
I think the market is just exploding right in front of us. You can read whatever market forecasts you want. Most people, when they add it all up, they say the big data market is somewhere in the single-digit billions this year, forecasted in 2017, 2018 by guys like IDC to go to 50 to 75 billion. And I don't think that's unrealistic, because the thirst for this inside of the enterprise is so enormous that people are just, I mean, look at Hadoop as an example, right? You know, a year or two ago, Hadoop wasn't something any CIO could even spell, and now they all want it. Some of them know why they wanted it, some of them don't know why they want it, but they all want it.
So it seems like this market's up for grabs. It isn't just the primary domain of the big tier ones like Oracle or SAP or something. It's up for grabs from some of these startups. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. In fact, I have about 40 people getting together for dinner tonight, CTOs and CEOs of big data companies, and we do this dinner in sort of a salon-like debate format, and the debate topic tonight is the old world data management companies versus the new world data management companies. And one of the topics I'm interested in that is, traditionally the data engine has been something that customers pay for. People pay for Oracle by the CPU, people pay for Splunk by the gigabyte or terabyte. Every 24 hours it's being indexed. And the solutions that were built on top of that were mostly built by the enterprise. The Hadoop world is interesting in that the data engine appears like it's free. So everybody, says, the CIO says, let's scale out a 500 node cluster of Hadoop, and the engine is free, and we can put all the data in there, and then we can figure out what to do with it. But you look around the Hadoop ecosystem, and you see companies like Cloudera and MapR and Hadapt, and you say, well, is the engine really free? I mean, these vendors are charging me to make the engine work well at scale and perform. And so that's a debate we're going to have tonight.